So, another Reddit discussion video. I kind of like these. I just like putting my thoughts out and talking about things. And I was gonna make this video yesterday or the day before, but because I saw a post talking about something similar to this, but I was looking for it and I couldn't find the post. I couldn't find the original post I saw. I could have swore I thought I saved it, but I guess not. But it was similar to this. Essentially, this post says Pokemon Black 2 had a challenge mode unlocked after defeating the champion. Would you like to see this feature return? Personally, yes. I would like something like that. I would honestly kind of prefer something like this unlocked at the very beginning of the game instead of the ending. Because Pokemon games are relatively easy. Some games have been harder, like I think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was actually pretty difficult with the fight with Ultra Necrozma towards the end. That was pretty freaking hard. Unless you built your team a certain way, you were bound to have trouble on it. I ended up cheesing it with a Trubbish and a Zoroark. But that's just simply because I had a Zoroark on my team and that's the first thing I thought of. But the original post or the original video I was gonna make was about talking about returning features in Pokemon games and what I would like to see come back. And so my thing is the biggest returning feature I would personally want to see return in Pokemon games is Mega Evolution. I love Mega Evolution. I really, really love it. Mega Evolutions were introduced in X and Y. Some Pokemon got them, most did not. Mega Evolution was exclusive to only a select amount, maybe like 20 or 30 Pokemon got it originally. But then in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, a bunch more new Pokemon got Mega Evolution as well. And then after Oris was Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as well. Those games had Mega Evolution in them, but Pokemon did not gain any new Mega Evolutions. So there were not any new Megas, but all the returning Megas did come back. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, if I'm not mistaken, those are the last main Pokemon games to have Mega Evolution in them. Because yeah, Sword and Shield did not. Sword and Shield had Dynamaxing, and then Scarlet and Violet has the Terraforms. But I really liked the Mega Evolution because it gave a power boost and relevancy to other Pokemon that maybe were not viewed so highly before. Like Heracross and Pinsir are really good examples. I would typically never use a Heracross or a Pinsir at all until that got a Mega and realized Mega Pinsir in particular was my favorite one. Not my favorite Mega Pokemon, but it's the one that I preferred over the two. I loved Mega Pinsir. I thought it was really cool. And really, really strong. Really fast. And it's something that I never would have even considered using a Pinsir on my team if Pinsir hadn't gotten a Mega form. Another example of this would be someone like Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan was rampant when it first came out due to its parental bond ability, which allowed every attack to hit twice. All you need is a Mega Kangaskhan and Power Up Punch. You gain 2 boosts every single turn to your attack. It made you nearly unkillable because you could just stack your attack boosts over and over and over again and one-shot anything that came at you. It was really, really easy. Another really good one to have was Mega Blaziken with Speed Boost. Just have Mega Blaziken with Power Up Punch and Speed Boost and then Protect, and you can increase your attack and speed every other turn. So really, really good. What I would like to do is just swap in a Mega Blaziken on turn 1, hit Protect, so you take no damage on turn 1, then you get the automatic speed boost at the end, and then next turn you should outspeed pretty much everything coming afterwards. In relation to the other battle mechanics, so X and Y had Megas, Oris also had Megas. Oris didn't really introduce anything new. Sun and Moon had Z moves. Z moves were okay, but I think number one, Actually, I don't know. I think Z moves were okay in that game, and I liked them well enough. A lot of times a Z move could be used as an easy one-shot kill for a really strong Pokemon that you don't otherwise know how to deal with. You can just hit them with a Z move, because most Z move attacks were ridiculously powerful because they were intended to be super strong. But if Z moves were to never return again in a new game, I would not really care. I think Z moves were fine, but I'm not going to be heartbroken if they don't come back. They were always just kind of meh to me. I always much strongly preferred Megas. I just thought Megas were a lot cooler. They made weaker or lesser liked Pokemon more relevant. They had really cool designs. It made Pokemon gain new abilities and new types. I just really like Mega, and also the theory crafting of thinking, what Pokemon would get a Mega and what would its Mega be like? What would its type change to? What new ability would it get? How would it look? What appearance would it take on? I love the concept of thinking about new Megas. And then they never brought him back for Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet. Do I think Mega Evolution will ever come back? I don't know. I want to say yes. I mean, they're in Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go has Mega Evolution. But in terms of another main series game, I'm not sure. I would want to be optimistic and say yes, they would come back in Generation 10 once the current games are finished. But do I see it happening? Not really. But would I like for it to happen? Yes. So that's kind of really all I wanted to say here. Just another, thoughts, putting my thoughts out there and just talking about things. It actually wasn't Final Fantasy this time. I noticed the other two videos I made like this were talking about Final Fantasy stuff, but this is not Final Fantasy. So yeah, that's a little treat. My first Reddit video not talking about Final Fantasy. So if you like these, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. All my links are in the description.